So when I was a freshman in high school, I had an Algebra 2 trig teacher who had been at the high school for many, 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 many years. And so I think at that point he had just like gotten used to doing what he wanted to do. So when I got to his class, he was particularly interested in me because I would kind of be playful with him in class. So some things that this man did include he stopped teaching class one day because I told him about how my parents were married, only got married because their original spouses cheated on them and they swapped partners. And so then he drew an entire family tree of my entire family on the whiteboard and had me go through, like stand up in front of the class and go through and explain the story of like how everything happened, who cheated on who, what happened. So we did this in my freshman year trig Algebra 2 class. I played soccer on a soccer team and I was notoriously really bad at it. And he used to, instead of addressing me by my name, Sam, he used to say, "What's the answer, right bench? Hey, right bench." He changed my name to right bench, and he called me right bench because I didn't play on the soccer team because I was really bad. At the time, everyone thought I was really funny, but it kind of hurt my feelings because, yeah, I didn't fucking play. Of course I didn't fucking play. As a freshman, I got invited to prom by a senior, and this math teacher one time bullied me about it so much, like stopped class to talk about how I was going to prom with this kid. He would do it every single day, and one day he was making fun of me so much for it that I burst into tears and had to leave class. After he met my mom at parent-teacher conferences, in front of my entire class, he called her a leathery wallet. And then the icing on the cake for me was one day, he was always really into like old cars, and that was his thing. He had like a bunch of old cars, and he used to go to car shows a lot. And one day he brought in this picture of a model standing next to a car, and he held it up and he was like, "I had to bring this in because it looks just like you." And it was like this really skanky looking like blonde bitch. He was like, "It looks just like Sam," and he passed it around and everyone was like, so it was just a little inappropriate. Like, who brings in a picture of a model posing with a car and says, "This looks like my student"? And this has nothing to do with me, but he used to have a cardboard cutout of Austin Powers that he just kept in front of his classroom at all times. So that was interesting. And whenever I tell people that I met like at college about this man, they're always like, "No way you had a teacher like that. That's so unprofessional. Like, a teacher wouldn't do that." And I'm like, yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. Anyway, I failed my standards of learning test that year and barely